morning, USA.
Yo 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 yo.
Jess Hilarious.
Good morning.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Monday. Good morning.
Yes, it's Monday. Good morning.
What is happening out there? How y'all feel?
Morning.
Back
Good
to the
morning.
work week.
Yes.
Yes.
I am blessed, black, and highly favored. Happy
Yes.
to be here, man. Another day to serve our beautiful listeners.
Absolutely.
Salute to everybody I saw in L.A. this weekend, man. I was in L.A., because I had a book signing at the Grove, but the Barnes & Noble at the Grove on Friday, man. So drop on the clues bombs for all our L.A. listeners. Amazing time. Amber Grimes was the moderator, and we just had a great time. I love being out there, just breaking bread with the people who make this thing move.
That's right. Salute to everybody on the West Coast. I was out in Vegas over the weekend for the Fall Back in Love Comedy Jam, which was Bryson Tiller, Brandy, Pleasure P, a bunch of people.
What the hell was the comedy?
Oh, they had comedy. DC Young Fly, Little Duval, Michael Blackson, Rip Michaels, and I was DJing. So it was dope. It was just a great time. Then I ended up in North Carolina, then home for Father's Day, which was amazing. We had a kickball game for Father's Day.
Nice.
Kickball game. Yeah.
Being a father.
Yeah. We actually won.
Being a father for Father's
That's right.
Day.
Kickball game. My knees hurt now, though. I'm not going to lie. My knees hurt.
You was playing?
What you thought I was watching?
Yeah, I thought one of the kids. You got a lot of kids that play.
It was.
Sports, Oh, you was playing.
I was playing.
Oh, no, that's right.
Yeah.
The best thing about Father's Day, to Jess's point, is literally just being a father. Like there's really nothing I want or need on Father's Day. I got what I want and need. Being a father. That's it.
Had a good time. Barbecued it up, and that was it. What you do, Jess, over the weekend?
Happy Father's Day too, Jess.
I went to Baltimore and here clowns so bad. I went to Baltimore, spent some time with my grandmother, and then shout out to Baltimore Pride. They did their thing. Saucy Santana came to the city. They loved it. Saucy had Baltimore ghetto as crap.
So you was outside?
No, I wasn't.
Oh.
I was inside. They was outside.
Oh, okay.
I just heard about it.
Oh, you just heard about it? Yeah.
I thought
Sheena
you
was
was
up
there.
in there.
Right.
I was in Baltimore, but I was with my grandmother. But yeah, like the parades, it was fun. Everything, it was videos all over the place.
Gotcha.
They shouted it out on the news, the local news and everything.
Okay.
Like Pride was a big thing, and it was peaceful. No murders. Nothing happened.
Good.
But it was great.
Good. Charlamagne, what you do for the weekend for Father's Day? Anything?
No, I was flying back from L.A. I landed back in the afternoon, though. So it was cool. I ain't do nothing. As I said, I don't need nothing for Father's Day. I got everything I want for Father's Day, which is my beautiful kids.
Okay.
That's
What
it.
about that fight though?
Fight was
Another
good.
Baltimore situation.
Drop on the clues bombs for Tank.
Stop playing with my man.
You gotta laugh at Jess. The fight
Right.
was Saturday night. Jess gonna do a recap Sunday afternoon. I'm like, Jess, did you just see the fight?
Yes,
She fell
I
asleep.
was asleep. Y'all talk about basketball being late and don't nobody care about y'all. Them boxing matches, the main events,
Yeah, like
they
11,
be like the
11:30.
next day.
I'll tell you what's so interesting, and I told you this yesterday. I was in L.A. on Saturday night watching the fight. Fight was over like 9 o'clock, 9:30.
That's good,
I was at
'cause
dinner
you
at
in
9:30.
LA.
Word.
You were in L.A.
I was at dinner at 9:30, drinking wine, eating food, discussing the fight. I was like, oh, okay.
Jess did a
Nice.
full recap Sunday afternoon, like the fight was just on for the first time.
Yep. And everybody appreciated it.
All right. Well, let's get the show cracking. We have Ryan Holiday joining us this morning. He has a new book, Right Thing, Right Now. Good values, good character, good deeds.
One of my favorite authors, man. He wrote a book that I recommend all the time. Ego is the Enemy. He wrote Obstacle is the Way. He wrote Discipline is Destiny. Fantastic writer.
All right. And then, of course, Morgan Wood for Front Page News is up next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Boom! Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning. Happy Monday, y'all. How y'all
girl.
feeling?
Good.
Let's get into it. So the Biden-Harris campaign says it raised more than $30 million following a celebrity fundraiser on Saturday in Los Angeles, California, marking the largest Democratic fundraiser in history. Now, former President Obama was among the headliners, with celebrities including George Clooney, Julia Roberts, Jimmy Kimmel, Barbara Streisand, Jason Bateman, Jack Black, and Shirley Ralph gracing the stage. Now, ticket prices range from $250 to $500,000. And during the event, President Biden criticized the conservative majority Supreme Court, calling them out of step. Let's hear more from the president on SCOTUS.
The next president is likely to have 2 new Supreme Court nominees. 2 more. He's already appointed 2 that have been very negative in terms of the rights of individuals. The Supreme Court has never been as out of kilter as it is today.
They was protesting Biden's appearance in L.A. I was out there, like the folks that are protesting. I wasn't at the protest, but the folks that are protesting his funding of Israel's war in Gaza. Like so Biden better figure out how to message to those folks who are against that war, because that's going to be a huge problem for him in November. Those folks is organizing protests. They are strategically voting uncommitted for him in primaries, and come November, I don't know what's going to make them flip that switch.
Well, he warned that if former President Trump is elected, he will appoint more justices flying flags upside down. And now that's a reference to conservative Justice Samuel Alito, who's been embroiled in controversy over political flags that have been flown at his home. More specifically, the Appeal to Heaven flag, which was also carried by rioters on January 6th to the Capitol. Now, Justice Clarence Thomas has also faced some controversies for, some of the gifts he received, not to mention previous comments from his wife, but I'm not going to get too much into that. He's been asked to recuse himself from situations, blah, blah, blah. Moving on, former President Trump is trying to reach out to black voters. He was in Detroit over the weekend. He spoke to black community leaders and headlined an event on Saturday in Detroit where he told the crowd elections are rigged. Let's hear from Trump.
With the help of everyone here today, we're going to win the state of Michigan this November. We're going to fire crooked Joe Biden. We are going to evict the Biden crime family from the White House, and we are going to make America great again. It's so corrupt, the whole election process. And what we want to do is we ultimately want to go to paper ballots, voter ID, one-day voting.
Yeah, so he visited a black church, 180 Church, I believe, where he joined a roundtable discussion about issues affecting black Americans. Pastor Lorenzo Sewell said that he was humbled by the visit, and also added that President Obama never came to the hood to speak to the hood. So Trump went on to say that Michigan was better off when he was president. However, Michigan is a battleground state, and in the last two elections, in 2020 and 2016, Democrats won Michigan, with 2016 actually being the closest margin in state's history. So Trump might actually have some leeway there.
But are they saying how? Like, don't just tell us things were better when you were president. Tell us how things were better. Like, I listened to both of them, speak just now. Neither one of them is talking about what they are going to do for people. Like Biden talking about what Trump is going to do when he gets back in. Trump is talking about how, corrupt and rigged elections are, but neither one of them is talking about what they're going to do for actual people. That's what matters at the end of the day.
You right about that, and that brings me to my next story. Trump and Biden, their campaigns are agreeing to new rules for the first presidential debate of 2024. CNN announced on Sunday that both candidates have agreed to appear at a uniform podium with their positions determined by a coin flip. Microphones will be turned off during a 90-minute debate, except when each candidate has their turn to speak. Now, there will be no studio audience, which I think is great. And the networks Jake Tapper and Dana Bash will host the debate, which will broadcast on CNN on June 27th
Can't wait.
Atlanta. Yeah, so it's going to be good that, just like you said, that's the opportunity. What have you done for me lately?
The last time I looked forward to two people getting at it like this was Drake and Kendrick. I can't wait till June 27th. Trump and Biden in a debate is going to be incredible.
The only thing is they're gonna cut off the mics after each other speaks, and and some of those ad libs is what you're gonna be missing too.
All I know is
they'll turn into memes. The facial will turn into memes. I'm sure we'll get some good stuff out of it.
Biden gonna have to put down the writtens. Biden gonna have to do some real freestyling that night, okay? Because I'm telling you, Donald Trump is coming out guns a-blazing. I'm telling you.
And also in Detroit, I think Peasy was there as well, and Icewear Vezo was there in support of Donald Trump as well. They faced a little backlash for that. All right. And we'll see you next hour, Morgan.
Yep, I got more for you.
All right. Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Let us know how your weekend was, what you did. Again, 800-585-1051. Get it off your chest. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. It's a new day. This is your time to get it off your chest.
Wake up.
Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
This is Audrey, Envy.
Hey, Audrey. Good morning. Get it off your chest.
Good morning, everybody. So, Envy,
Yes,
I want to
ma'am.
get some stuff on my chest about you, okay?
Go ahead.
How you gonna come to North Carolina, give us a little 30-minute show, then leave, And then the music went to hell after you left. It was like you took the sound system with you. What's wrong with that?
You know what? Well, first of all, there's set times, and it was running a little behind, so I did my set. And then you seen the system go out, and it was just nasty and disgusting.
It was awful.
We rocked for that good 40 minutes, though, didn't we?
And did. We sure did. We was up there rocking.
Yeah, I
was up there dancing real hard in the yellow dress.
Oh, I know who you are. So you got to teach me the Tamia dance, because when the Tamia dance came out, I was going backwards, y'all were going frontwards. I couldn't figure it out, though.
Well, I wasn't doing that. I was recording because I don't know how to do the dance. But I appreciate you because you had us rocking, and I was looking forward to it. But when you left, I was like, did he take the sound system with him?
Well, thank you so much. We had a good time.
You're welcome, and happy Father's Day to all of y'all. Hey, Jess, love you, boo.
Hey, girl, love you too.
Thank you, mama.
All right, bye-bye.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, what up?
What's your name, bro?
Hello?
Hey, Buck. Get it off your chest, Buck.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Love the show. Love y'all. Been listening for years. Charlamagne, I gotta holler at you, bro.
What's up, Buck?
I'm a Cowboys fan too, so what up?
Ooh, what up? Die hard, baby.
But I seen you on what? Bill? You was on the Bill Maher show recently, right?
I was on that Friday, yes, sir.
Yeah, that's bro's name. Hey, man, when y'all were talking about Caitlin Clark and all that racism stuff with Angel Reese, and he had brought up Serena Williams, I wish you would have mentioned to him that in the beginning of Serena's career, she was getting death threats, and it took probably towards the middle end of her career for society to really start accepting her.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He kind of had you fumbled.
He didn't have me fumbled. When he brought up Serena, he was proving my point because, what I said was anytime you are a race that dominates in an industry where that race doesn't usually dominate, you're an outlier, and it makes it more of a spectacle. So it's whether it's Caitlin Clark in the WNBA, or Tiger Woods in golf, or Eminem in rap, Serena in tennis. You more of an outlier, so you are, you do get a lot more attention on you, good and bad.
I agree 100%. We know what you were saying, but in his mind, he thought he got the dub on you. I was reading his face. He thought he got the dub, but what you saying is 100% correct. But I wish you would have came with that tank left hook real quick. You know what I'm saying?
The tank left hook. See, that's the problem. We're not fighting though. Everybody, that's what they want. People want confrontation and not conversation. We had a great conversation. The problem was somebody who's a Caitlin Clark fan took a minute of it and put Charlamagne the God crumbles under Bill Maher's questioning and chopped the video up so you don't see the full conversation. If you go watch the full 4-minute, 20-second conversation about that, you'll see a good exchange.
Well, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
So you better have the same energy.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Lauren from New York.
Hey, Lauren. Good morning. Get it off your chest, Lauren.
Okay, basically I'm calling because I'm very upset. I met someone, I felt like he was the love of my life after a year. And then one morning, ICE just came and took him away from my house, and I've never heard from him again. So
you said ICE?
ICE.
I'm a little pissy.
Yeah, ICE. Where's he from?
He was Mexican?
No, Jamaican.
Oh, he was Jamaican. So he didn't have his papers, though?
No, I think he did. He had a whole life here. I'm not sure what the issue is.
If ICE came to get him, he ain't had his papers right. He was trying to marry you to get that green card.
Oh, my God. I'm just been in shock. I've been very upset. Like, they took my baby. Like, I just can't.
Go to Jamaica.
Huh?
Go to Jamaica.
No.
Are you sure? Listen,
that's my baby. I love him. Go to Jamaica. No.
Are you sure they took him? Are you sure they took him, or he might have just been over you and had some people come over and pretend to be ICE?
Gotta go back home.
No. They took him. They came after him like he owed something to the devil to himself. They threw him on the ground and called him all types of names.
And you can't find him? And you can't find him?
No, I don't know. Nope.
What's his name?
I'm not going to say that.
Well, you ain't trying to find him.
Right, you don't care.
It's simple as that. You don't care about that man.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
You don't want to move to Jamaica. You don't want to shout him out over the radio. You ain't really trying to find him.
I ain't even say move. I just said go. Damn. She like, no, ew.
She said the man is married, though.
Oh,
no, whoa. I didn't say he was married. I need to understand what he did first before I'm just going over there. Like, I don't even know what he did.
But that's your baby.
I know. It's one day they your baby, the next day they something else. I don't know.
You know what? Goodbye,
we were
man.
fine.
Goodbye,
we were
man.
fine.
Goodbye, Lauren.
She just woke up thinking about him.
Hello, who's this?
Yes, sir. It's J.A. Symantha.
Hey, J.A. Get it off your chest.
So, interesting enough, I get through every time I call to you guys every week. And Charlamagne shows love, Jess, sometimes, but DJ Envy hangs up on me every week. And today, it's got to stop.
I agree with you.
So I just need him to work on his attitude. That's it. That's all I need to say.
I'll stay sometime.
Why would you hang up on that man? That's disrespectful. That might have been God testing you, you know.
No, it's not. He's still there,
No,
man.
for real,
He's
that
still
might have
there.
been- that might have been God
John,
testing
you have a
you.
great day. You have a great week, okay?
Bye.
Exactly. You hung up on that man.
He hung up
that
on
was
me.
God.
Yeah, he
That
wanted to
was
hang up on
God
you.
testing you, and you failed.
He was right there.
He wanted to get back. He wanted to hang up.
Yeah, he wanted to hang up on me, too. All right, we even, John. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Now we got Jess With The Mess coming up. What we talking about?
Yes, Diddy done followed Kai Cenat. I don't know what for. I don't know why, but he followed him. And Kai reacted to it.
On Instagram, you mean?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. You
Why
said
did he
follow
still
him.
follow him?
I thought he said outside.
Follow him around on the
follow him
streets.
around on the street. I said, Jesus.
Why did he still got social media?
Right. I don't know.
What?
All right. We'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Back to the work week. Good morning. Hopefully, you guys had a great weekend. And let's get to Jess With The Mess.
News is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies. Don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide mess.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shifter.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
Okay, so Diddy returns key to the city. He returned the key to New York City. He was originally honored with the key last year, just before the release of the Love album. According to TMZ, Mayor Eric Adams sent out 2 letters requesting a key back. One to Diddy.
Oh, man, stop, man.
Yes, for real. One to his New York City office and one to his LA office. And Mayor Adams reportedly wrote that he was deeply disturbed by the video of Diddy assaulting Cassie. He also added that the key is intended for individuals whose service to the public and the common good rises to the highest level of achievement and who acts as a model for fellow and future New Yorkers. Reports say that Mayor Adams sent the letter requesting the key back on June 4th, and they say the key was returned 6 days later. And Diddy was like, here. Like, yeah.
It don't unlock nothing, no way.
Yeah.
I didn't know that he asked for the key back. I remember the story saying he might. I didn't know he actually did.
He officially did. They was thinking about it at first, like what proper steps to take, and then he went on ahead. He said 2 times, wrote 2 letters to make sure he got that key back. And in more Diddy news, Kai Cenat reacts to Diddy following him on IG.
I've been to a Diddy party. I don't follow this. Wait, this trying to recruit? Oh, hell nah. Oh, hell no. I'm 10 toes. I never fold.
Yo, he ain't even sent him no DM or nothing. He just followed you, yo. That's it.
That music is crazy.
He ain't trying to come to the basement.
But you have to understand why Kai is afraid. You know, Kai is growing in this business. He's growing in this industry. You probably heard all of these stories of the Illuminati. And then all of a sudden you get followed by Diddy.
Don't be afraid, Joe. You don't even got, now you reacted to it. Now you coming with a vengeance.
Yeah, you ain't got to be afraid, Kai. That tiger ain't got no teeth no more.
No.
A year ago, you might have been in some trouble.
That's why I say he ain't trying to come down the basement. Trust me. The last thing you need is to be on somebody's stream.
Can you imagine?
Yes, I can imagine.
Kai, please don't do that.
No, he wouldn't do that.
Kai,
He wouldn't do
I
that.
beg you not to
Nah,
do
he
that.
wouldn't
Don't
do
do
that.
nothing like that.
Diddy wouldn't do that.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
I don't
He wouldn't
put- I
even
don't-
want-
no.
The last thing that Diddy needs is to be on somebody's stream.
I don't put it past
Especially
Diddy.
Kai Cenat.
Diddy wouldn't want that.
You don't put it past him?
No, he
Hell
been
no.
all up in the video for years.
Yeah,
you know,
I think he learned
then-
his lesson. I think he knows just fall back.
so.
What,
He
after
gotta
that last
chill.
bad apology when
Yes.
after he lied to everybody and said he didn't do what he did and
Yes.
then did the apology.
And he was in
eh,
the dark place and all that.
I don't know, man. Ego is a mother effer. I don't know.
And Kai be having them sleepovers too.
Yo, it's terrible.
He said, "Oh hell no!" All right,
That would be Kai's most viewed scream
You
ever.
know what I'm saying?
But Kai, don't even think about it. Don't do it. Okay?
Cardi B reacts to new bill being passed. The House of Representatives passed the bill on Friday that includes a change to automatically register men aged from 18 to 26 into the military draft. Failure to register is classified as a felony and comes with other legal problems. The bill was passed by the House in a 217 to 199 vote. So, wow, 217 voted yes and 199 voted no. But it reportedly isn't likely to be passed by Senate because of other amendments included in the bill dealing with abortion and other issues. U.S. citizens have been reacting, but Cardi B reaction was my favorite.
I just read an article saying that the House just passed a bill that they're going to automatically register men from 18 to 26 for war. And all I want to say is to America, good luck with that. These new little are TikTokers, baby. These motherfuckers ain't gonna fight no war. We're gonna die. You're gonna die. You might as well just keep investing money in your guns. Cause these new kids, you wanna send these new kids to fight these wars? The TikTok hip shakers? Out of your mind. This is a new America, baby. This ain't the 19 motherfuckers. Nah, like seriously, you gonna draft these kids that be TikToking all day to fight them what? Most like what? Them Russians? Them motherfuckers that be fighting bears and and motherfuckers climbing mountains to go to school and whatever?
She's not wrong when she right. She's not wrong when she right.
That's why I said this is my favorite reaction. That is hilarious.
America better off sending robots. You better build some super soldier robots and send them over.
She said they're gonna be
them
dancing.
TikTokers ain't gonna cut it. She ain't wrong.
No, yo, it was the Russian part. She said they be fighting bears and climbing mountains to go to school. Hey yo. And lastly, Young Miami hosting live game night. So she popping out in Atlanta this weekend. She'll be hosting her live game, Risha Roulette. But listen, this is the thing. From 12 to 3. Midnight to 3 a.m. So she really trying to get crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be at Copper Cove, Atlanta. She said, Atlanta, are you ready for the smoke? Join me June 22nd, 12 to 3. At Copper Cove, Risha and Roulette, official game night. Who ready to get drunk AF? And it's sponsored by... I was very sorry. Duce,
yeah. That's Rogues Club. Shout out to Rogues.
Yeah, I was going to say,
That's Duce.
What is Risha Roulette, though? What is it?
It's a card game that she has. It was on her, she featured it on her, she makes them play a round of it on her podcast. It's like cards that she pick and she
picked the cards. She actually said the whole Diddy urinate on me was to promote that.
When she had that episode with Trina.
Y'all ain't hear car crank up just now?
That's in the song.
No.
I thought I was like, what the hell is happening out here?
No, that's a sound effect in the song.
Yo, so paranoid.
Yeah.
But no.
You got so scared, like what? Yes. All right.
But yes, that is Jess With The Mess for the first hour, y'all.
All right. Now, when we come back, we got front page news. Morgan Wood will be joining us. So don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake up. You're locked into The Breakfast Club.
Families are struggling to pay for the basics. Gas in the car, groceries, even electricity. Homeowners American Financing can help. Customers are saving an average of $854. So 888-976-5555, AmericanFinancing.net/breakfast. NMLS 182334. NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning. Yeah, so the United States is sending an additional $1.5 billion in aid to Ukraine. Vice President Kamala Harris made the announcement over the weekend at the Summit for Peace in Switzerland on Saturday. Let's hear from Vice President Kamala Harris.
President Biden and my support for the people of Ukraine is unwavering. We support Ukraine not out of charity, but because the people of Ukraine and their future is in our strategic interest.
Yeah, they're not even trying no more. I don't even know what to tell them anymore. You know
what do you mean by that? What do you mean?
Listen, I totally understand why they have to, be in Ukraine, but everything does not have to be an announcement. Certain things they should be trying to do quietly because of the optics of it. Because people are highly upset and highly pissed off that they keep seeing all of this money go to all of these other countries. Meanwhile, they can barely keep food on their table and a roof over their head here in America. The optics just don't look good. Everything don't have to be a press announcement like that.
But then you want transparency, though. I mean, okay. Anyways, about $500 million of aid will go to repairing and protecting energy infrastructure. About $380 million will go to provide humanitarian assistance aimed at helping refugees and communities impacted by the war. Now, additional aid will go towards assisting Ukrainian law enforcement and border security. Now, also what happened over the weekend on the home front, Charlamagne, Vice President Kamala Harris spoke to the annual conference of 100 Black Men of America at the Hyatt Regency in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, she's also scheduled to speak sometime this week to a conference that Migos rapper Quavo is putting on, the prevention of gun violence. So, I mean, there's some things happening.
Could you stop, Morgan? She giving them words, thoughts, and prayers at the 100 Black Men Conference with all of this money going someplace. Come on.
That's not true. She definitely implemented the she has a gun violence prevention program. I'm not going to get too much into that. Let's recap from last week. You remember Merrick Garland was held in contempt of court. Well, here's an update. The Department of Justice says they will not prosecute Attorney General Merrick Garland after the House held him in contempt. The department told House Speaker Mike Johnson, explaining its longstanding position of not prosecuting executive branch of officials who withhold information from Congress, citing executive privilege. Now, the Republican-led House vote came after the DOJ refused to turn over audio recordings of President Biden's interview with the special counsel investigating his handling of classified documents. Special counsel Robert Hur said he would not prosecute Biden because a jury might see him as an elderly man with poor memory. The political firestorm. There's a lot of commentary. People are upset. So House Speaker Mike Johnson says he plans to actually take this case against Attorney General Merrick Garland to court and called the DOJ's lack of prosecution sadly predictable. Let's switch gears a little sports-related news. A member of the Kansas City Chiefs, the championship, winning Kansas City Chiefs is finding himself in more legal trouble this offseason. Defensive lineman Isaiah Buggs was arrested for the second time in a month after being booked on a domestic violence and burglary charge in Alabama on Sunday. Now, the 27-year-old was released on a $5,000 bond. Buggs recently turned himself into authorities on May 30th after he was charged with 2 misdemeanor counts of second-degree animal cruelty in Tuscaloosa. Remember that? So fellow Kansas City players such as wide receiver Rashee Rice, offensive lineman.
Go ahead, Morgan. Sound it up.
Wuka?
Wow!
Yeah, okay. And Wanye Morris have also been arrested this offseason. Needless to say, with the Kansas City Chiefs, there are a lot of highs and there are a lot of lows. So in terms of the players, y'all got to focus on football. So, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Morgan.
Thank you. That's your front page news. I'm Morgan Wood. Follow me on social media at Morgan Media. And for more news coverage, be sure you're following the Black Information Network at BINnews.com. Thank y'all.
All right, girl.
Peace, Morgan.
All right, well, when we come back, Ryan Holiday will be joining us. He has a new book, Right Thing, Right Now. Good values, good character, good deeds. And we'll kick it with Ryan when we come back, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
That's right, he's back. Ryan Holiday, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
What's up, Ryan?
Not much.
He's got a new book, Right Thing, Right Now, Good Values, Good Character, Good Deeds. The thing I like about all your books, man, they touch on tangible things that humans can correct about themselves immediately. And this book, to me, is about integrity.
Yeah. It's funny, when people think of philosophy, they think of like what university professors do. They think it's abstract, but it's this kind of stuff. It's like, how do you get better? How do you, and not just get better professionally, but get better personally, like as human being, how do you do better in the world? So for the Stoics, there's these 4 virtues. There's courage, discipline, justice, wisdom, and integrity is that, justice. How do you act as a human being? What standards do you hold yourself? How do you be a good person?
But not the performative kind, though.
Yeah. Not virtue signaling, virtue.
To me, integrity is what you're doing when nobody's looking.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think that's right. Or how do you treat people who...
can't do anything for you?
Yes, exactly. Who you have power over, or conversely, who you have power over. And so how do you treat people? The problem is when we think of justice, we think of like the justice system, or we think of the laws, like whether something's legal or not. But that doesn't mean, just because it's not illegal doesn't mean you should do it. And just because it's illegal doesn't mean you should get away with it, right?
Yeah.
And so what's your personal moral compass? What's your sense of integrity? What standards do you hold yourself to? that's like the most important thing.
Seems like integrity lessened a lot with social media, right? It seems like people don't have the integrity that they used to anymore.
You know what's funny is like at first everything was anonymous, and so everything was terrible. People were horrible to each other, and then a lot of it like moved to our real names, and people were still terrible to each other. So there's something about putting a screen between you and other people. It's like we act like what we're doing online is like a video game, and it's not having consequences in the real world. This is all game. How many likes, how many comments, how much attention are you getting? And the idea that we're like poisoning the world or poisoning culture, depriving us of truth or, you know, kindness, decent, that doesn't have a consequence. But of course it does. We live in the world that's been created by what we so frivolously do online.
But when do you get to a point when integrity could be your detriment, or you try to be, integrity can cause more pain than anything else, right? So
Does it? That's a good question.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Quick scenario. So the other day, my dad went to go buy a car, right?
Yeah.
Calls me at the dealership. I call a friend that works at a dealership, and I got him the same car that he wanted, less money down, less the month. But my dad wouldn't do that because he already gave the guy his word. Because my dad stands on his integrity and his word.
Sure.
So he was willing to pay more money because he gave his word.
Chapter 2, baby.
Than anything else.
But that's also a big part of Stoicism, but that's chapter 2 in the book.
Yeah, there's this story about this ancient Roman, and he's a powerful general is taken prisoner of war. His name is Regulus. And he's released. He's sent back to Rome to negotiate a peace treaty and an exchange of prisoners. And he gets back to Rome, so he's free. He gets away from the captors. And so here's his chance. He's out. And he says, look, I don't think we should make peace. I think we can win. So reject the treaty. And so they do it. And then he packs his bags and he heads back to where he was a prisoner of war because he gave them his word that if the negotiations weren't successful, that he would return. And everyone was aghast at this. What are you doing? You're out. You're free. You don't owe anything to these people, your enemies. And he said, look, if I go back, I alone will suffer. And he's put to death. And he knew he would be put to death. He says, I alone will suffer. But if I stay here, if I break my word, all future Romans will suffer because people won't trust us. They won't trust our diplomatic negotiations. And so that's one of the things, like sometimes keeping our word does cost us, but it's not free to break your word because the next time that person's not going to trust someone else. And so we all think about it as like, what's good for me? But what we're doing is we're stealing from the public trust, from our ability to collaborate and count on each other because everyone's saying, you know, your word isn't worth anything. And collectively, unfortunately, in a lot of cases, it's not.
But what if I gave you my word and I just simply changed my mind?
Yeah. Well, could you be honest about it?
Yes.
Right? Could you say, hey, I changed my mind. I can't do it. Here's why. I think, like, it's funny. One of the things Marcus Aurelius talks about is he says, I think you'll like this. He says, when we say stuff like, hey, I'm going to be honest with you here, he's like, that's embarrassing. Yeah. What you're admitting is that you're normally not honest. If I'm going to be straight with you, I'm saying I'm crooked most of the time. He says, you know, it should be written on your forehead. He said, hey, you should be like the smelly goat in the room. Like people know when Charlamagne's here, they're going to get the unfiltered, honest truth. And so, yeah, like you change your mind, you can't do stuff, but can you be straight with people? I think the problem sometimes I run into this is like you agree to something and then you realize you didn't want to do it or you can't do it, but you don't want to have that awkward conversation. So you string the person along or you hope it magically goes away. And part of being an adult is just owning it and being straight with people. And you just do it as a matter of habit and as a rule. You don't add on top of it, stringing them along.
I pride myself on being honest and truthful at all times. I love chapter 3 in the book, Tell the Truth. But I think sometimes when we say, I'm going to be honest with you, it's a buffer to this whammy I'm about to lay on you.
I'm actually going to be a is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay,
but is it being a or is it just being honest?
Sometimes that's what I'm going to start saying.
Sometimes that whammy is needed. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and you're just preparing the person that, look, it's not going to be all peaches and cream like you think.
Yeah.
I'm going to be 100%.
But sometimes people go, I believe in radical transparency. And what they really are is just not very kind. You know, like look, I think people are way too easily offended and they don't understand, like, hey, when you're offending, when you take offense, you're complicit in that, the Stoics would say. At the same time, we should care about the impact that our words have on other people and think about, hey, what's the best way to say this? What's the best setting to say this? Like, you don't have to give them the unvarnished truth in this moment. you could not tell them anything and then wait till a different time and then say it, right? So I think also being strategic about what you say and how you say it's important too. Like so often I think activists or people who are trying to change the world, they just say stuff. They don't realize that timing matters also, and how effectively you communicate matters too. Not just that you're honest.
I think that's my problem, timing. But like, to me, timing is energy, right? Like if you feel it, you say it. Because sometimes you can just be ahead of your time. You can say something that everybody be like, I cannot believe that person said that. But then a few months later, you're like, oh, I understand why he said
they
that.
weren't ready for it. Yeah. At the same time, like, let's say I don't like something, or I think something needs to change, but in the moment I'm feeling it, it's because I'm frustrated by it, or I'm angered by it. How I'm going to say it when I'm angry and frustrated is probably not going to be the best, the kindest, and the most understood way to communicate it. So if I can take a beat here and do it late, like I'm going to write the email and then I'm going to send it tomorrow after I review it one more time. To me, that's part of it too, and that's still being honest. And actually, it's being effective because they're going to hear it, and also you're not going to say something you regret.
All right, we got more with Ryan Holiday when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Ryan Holiday. Charlamagne?
Listen, you know, every time you write a new book, Ryan, I'm like, Jesus Christ, another one? How many ways can you write about stoicism? But I never get tired of hearing about stoicism. Like, and I didn't realize, you know, that this was the third installment of a Stoic Virtue series.
Yeah.
So what is different than the like Courage is Calling, Discipline is Destiny, Now Right Thing Right Now? What's different from these three books as opposed to Ego is the Enemy or Obstacle is the Way?
Yeah, so Obstacle, Ego, Stillness, they're about like a specific sort of Stoic practice that I think is important. But what Stoicism is based around these four virtues: courage, discipline, justice, and wisdom. And like, even when we say the obstacle is the way, we don't mean that every obstacle is going to turn out awesome for you and you're going to be more successful and happier because of it. What we're saying is that every obstacle, every situation is a chance to be a good person, to be a virtuous person, to be brave, to learn, to be strong, and to do the right thing. So the obstacle is the way really leads into this series in the sense that everything is a chance to apply one of these virtues.
I want to ask you about some of these chapters in the book. Practice pragmatism.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I think sometimes people think like, oh, my cause is right, or I know this thing backwards and forwards, so obviously it's going to win, you know? And Martin Luther King talked about this. He's like, at the beginning, I thought just being on the right side of history would work. And he's like, no, it wasn't until I was politically strategic and pragmatic, and in some cases, like ruthless. Like the decision to allow children into the civil rights movement and the marches, knowing that they would be attacked by dogs and police officers, that was a Machiavellian move by Martin Luther King. He understood media, and he understood that it would be terrible, but it would also be effective. And I think so often, we just think, oh, we don't like this policy, we're going to get out there and protest. But the point of protest is leverage. He says you have to use the tools of persuasion, but also the tools of coercion. That's pressure, man. And so pragmatism to me is being blunt, honest, realistic, and not just thinking this is a good cause, so obviously it will triumph. Good causes fail all the time.
Have you seen a good protest lately?
No. I mean, I think we learned the wrong lesson from the civil rights movement. The reason they were protesting is because, for the most part, the protests were illegal. They were setting up clashes with the police that the police would then overreact. It would be captured by news cameras and newspaper reporters, and then it would undermine the moral authority of the police. Just a large group of people getting together doesn't apply the same pressure, especially in the political system we have now, where we essentially, a minority has command, like has control different levels of the government, and they go, I don't care that your candidate wins the popular vote. You can't pass laws in this Senate. You. So when we all get together and we protest, they're like, we already don't care that you outnumber us. That was never going to persuade us, right? This is where coercion has to come in the sense of like, what are the leverage and the pain points that you're going to get these people to change their mind or to step back and not veto stuff. That, again, this is like Robert Greene's books are so important here. Like you have to understand how power works.
That's right,
if you want to get it into action.
So you mean like how like the Montgomery bus boycott was? Like you have like we're not going to ride
bankrupted the bus company, and then the bus company was like, fine, you can come here. You know, like it's pressure. And in other cases, it was, hey, we know how you're going to react to this. And we know that's going to play poorly in the media. So we're going to force you to do something that's bad for you, but we're going to take that hit as we go. It's not just, a couple thousand peaceful protesters. People are going to be overwhelmed by the dignity of our protest and just change their minds. That's not how anything happens.
I wanted to ask you about be loyal, right? Yeah. Chapter 13. I feel like sometimes people are too loyal.
Sure.
Especially too loyal to people that are not loyal to them, or too loyal to things that will definitely turn on them. Let's talk about the be loyal chapter.
Yeah, it's funny. Someone said that to Truman. They said, Mr. Truman or Mr. President, you've been loyal to people who are not loyal to you. And that can be a liability because these people are representing you or stealing from you or whatever. Loyalty is something we give. It's not something we get. So that kind of is the point. Sometimes you are loyal to people who are not loyal to you because it's the right thing to do, not because it's a transaction. But yeah, I think the thing about loyalty is we have conflicting loyalties, and we have to decide, hey, am I loyal to this faceless multi-billion-dollar conglomerate, or am I loyal to my family? Am I loyal to myself, like my purpose, my cause? And so we have to balance some of these loyalties out. But I think generally not seeing the world as transactional and understanding that you owe something to the people that found you, to the people that nurtured you. And that doesn't mean you have to work for them forever, but it means if they're being unfairly attacked, you stand up for them, or it means if they're struggling, you help them out. I think loyalty can take different forms too, but the part of loyalty that's in our control is the loyalty we give. It's not always going to be returned, just like kindness, decency, respect. We're not always going to get it back, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't give it.
Correct.
How is justice a personal virtue? Because, this book focuses on justice a lot. I never looked at justice as a personal virtue.
I mean, I think we got to think about it more as a personal virtue. Justice as politics, justice as the legal system, justice as this thing we're trying to get from the world, that's much less in our control than the justice that is our character, how we treat people, the standards we hold ourselves to, the ethics that we operate. Instead of thinking, hey, I think big companies or government should do X. Well, how are you treating your employees? How are you running your business? How do you treat the waitress or waiter serving you at this restaurant? How are you treating the stranger who you're passing by on the side of the road? Like good character is where this all starts. And I think if we all operated more from a place of character, it would spill over into our more professional or official roles also.
You have a chapter in the book called Be Your Own Referee.
Yeah.
I don't think I can be fair to myself.
Sure.
I think I might be too hard on myself.
That's true. Obviously, like transparency laws and accountability and disclosures, all these things we've come up with as a society to prevent people from being corrupt, breaking the rules, etc. It's really important. You have to have this. And because we're not great referees, but like golf is a game where you call the fouls on yourself. Great athletes don't try to sneak an advantage past the ref. They go, hey, no, that ball was out on me, right? Or that ball landed on the line.
No.
Great athlete. Yeah, great athletes, especially like in tennis or golf. You have to learn from a young age that you are your own referee. I tell the story of Frank Robinson, this great baseball player. He hits it. He thinks it's going out of the park. It doesn't. But because he thought it was going out of the park, he didn't run as fast as he could, which is a rule in baseball. Like you run out every play, and you're supposed to learn that. So he sold himself short in the team. Now the team ends up winning by a bunch. He's a multi-time MVP. Nobody's going to fault him for one mistake. He walks into the manager's office after the game and he slams down $200. He says, I'm fining myself. I didn't live up to my own standards, and I didn't live up to the standards that the team expects us all to live up to. And I think we got to think of that example. It's like you're a cashier and the customer gives you a little too much money, or somebody leaves something behind. There are all these little opportunities in life where you can get a tiny advantage. Something can break your way. But I think we respect and we want to be the kind of people that go, hey, I don't need this unfair advantage. I'm going to do the right thing here, even though nobody's watching, and definitely nobody's forcing me to do it.
All right, we got more with Ryan Holiday when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Yep, we are The Breakfast Club. DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We're still kicking it with Ryan Holiday. Charlamagne?
It's interesting, right? Because the 48 Laws of Power. You have a chapter called "Keep Your Hands Clean" in the new book, Right Thing Right Now. But the 48 Laws of Power talks about keeping your hands clean. But his idea of keeping your hands clean is let other people do the dirty work.
Yeah, he's talking about the appearance of keeping your hands clean.
Yes.
And look, that's true. We're talking about pragmatism. The people do that, but I think the decision to be an honest broker, to play it straight, to resist the temptations, pick up a little advantage, to get a little on the side here, to break. Not only is this where it's always funny. You have these super powerful people, and then they go down for like insider trading or these tiny little. They just can't help themselves. They got to get that little bit of extra, and so it's also self-interested to say like, hey, this is what I do. These are the rules I follow. I'm not going to get sucked into that stuff because it can bring about your ruin.
What about making good trouble? That's a famous John Lewis quote. That's a chapter in the second part of the book.
Yeah, look, again, the idea of activism, people are not always going to agree with it. And a lot of times it's going to be really unpopular. And, his willingness to get arrested, his willingness to stir things up, his willingness to sort of poke the bear, knowing that bear's going to overreact, was such a great part of what he did. And you look at I love the John Lewis mugshot, and you look at it, and he's got this little smirk. He knows he's winning. They said, the sheriff is not after us. We are after the sheriff. They were trying to do that. And, Arthur Ashe gets arrested protesting apartheid. You can be the squeaky clean good person, but ultimately, sometimes when you've got a cause that's unpopular or misunderstood or doesn't have great resources, you got to get up there and cause some trouble. And disability activists did this. They did this thing called a crawl-in, where when they were trying to pass disability rights, a bunch of people in wheelchairs, crutches, that go to the Capitol and they throw down their wheelchairs, their crutches, and they just crawled up the steps of the Capitol. And it was disturbing and upsetting and disruptive. But they knew to drive attention to this thing that people didn't want to think about, they had to send a strong message. And that's the kind of trouble that we're talking about.
Who do you think? What party do you think are better messengers? Because you're such a good messenger. What party do you think are the better messengers?
Like Democrats, Republicans.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both terrible at it. But I think one of the.
You don't think Republicans are good at it?
Well, I mean, what I would say is that when your message is discriminatory, or when it's easier to be a demagogue than to tell complicated truths about situations. It's easy to say it's these people's fault. If you're not honest, you can say, I can solve this problem in 2 seconds. You can say it's the elites that are doing this. So there's always being the party of opposition and the party of resistance, in the sense like, we don't want to change things. That's always going to be an easier message than, hey, we got to get a multi-part coalition together and we got to compromise is not sexy. By definition, compromises means both sides are losing. And so, right? Because not everyone's getting what they want. And that's hard to message, that like you should give up what you want and you should give up what you want. But generally, I think the Democrats are falling behind on some of these tools and social media. And so I think they're losing the culture in that way.
It's interesting you say compromise is not sexy, because, these parties have to work together in order to get things done for the American people. But I guess when it comes to like winning elections, it's not sexy because somebody has to get the credit for it.
Yeah. I was thinking, I've seen some of the stuff you're talking about where you're not endorsing someone in this election. I was thinking, when I was thinking of the pragmatism thing, look, I get it. Both candidates are I wonder if the message for you is not, hey, I'm sitting it out. Because what you're saying is, you can't persuade me, my platform's not available. I think a pragmatic approach would be like, you want me? Here's what I want.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I like. To me, 100%. That's what the great Lewis Martin or Harvey Milk, what they would go like, here's what my people want and need. If you want my support, this is what you got to do. And I think that's something activists also, they'll condemn stuff and they'll criticize, often people that they largely agree with, but they won't make it clear what they want, reasonable concessions that they want that would bring their support into the coalition. And that's how you get things done. It's not sexy, but that's how you get things done.
Yeah, my thing is pointing them in the direction to actually listen to the people. When you actually listen to the people, they speak for folks they never speak to.
Yeah.
So when you actually start listening to the people, now you understand why your messaging isn't connecting.
Yeah.
Now you're understanding why you might be passing these policies and legislations that are benefiting people, but they don't even they don't understand why.
Yeah.
Like they have no. That's why I say their messaging just sucks. The way they communicate sucks. They don't have a real connection.
I think that's right.
People.
No, because one of the problems as the Democratic Party becomes more and more the party of sort of college-educated, urban, metropolitan America, you become more and more distant from the larger groups of people out there, and you don't understand their life, you don't understand what they want, you don't understand how they think, and so you're communicating what you think they want, but you don't know because you're not those people anymore.
Question: can politicians have real integrity, and can politicians really be honest?
I think there's a line from Gandhi. He said, I'm not a saint trying to be a politician. I'm a politician trying to be a saint.
Wow.
And his point was, look, politics is a dirty business. Kennedy said something similar. He said, look, everyone wants their kid to be president, but they don't want their kid to be a politician, which you only become president by understanding how to play politics. Lincoln was a great politician. FDR was a great politician. Martin Luther King was a great politician. And so I think there's something actually essential and important about politics. But if you're not in it for something bigger than yourself, it becomes all about you very quickly. So you have to have this kind of North Star, this values, this thing that you're really trying to accomplish, or I think it eats you alive. So are most politicians honest? No. Are most politicians decent? Also probably no. But is it possible? I mean, we have some great examples of how it is possible. But I think what they also lack is the sort of moral courage oftentimes to risk the job for what they think is right. So they end up just keeping the job, not doing what they came here to do.
People say that stoicism is emotionless.
Yeah.
And passionless. I highly disagree. But what do you say to that?
Well, of course, there is this stereotype of sort of lowercase stoicism, has no emotions, has no feeling. But the Stoics were in politics. They got married. They loved art. They loved music. They lived full, fascinating lives. I mean, Seneca writes these essays about grief because he was grieving people that he lost. Like, they didn't exist in a monastery apart from life. So, of course, but there's a big difference between being emotionless and then trying to be less emotional. Very rarely am I glad that I got worked up about something, or very rarely does getting worked up about something help me make better decisions or do things more effectively. So feeling the emotion and then being blinded by the emotion or driven by the emotion, these are big distinctions that we got to make.
I agree.
That's right. Well, we appreciate you for joining us. If you haven't got it, pick up the new book, Right Thing, Right Now. Good values, good character, good deeds.
You got to come by more, Ryan.
I would love that anytime, man.
Because I read my daily affirmations every morning. I talk about stoicism, and people, a lot of people probably don't even know what I'm talking about. Like maybe a large part of our audience. That's something I want more of us to get into, because it's really just about being the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
Nah, it's unbelievable.
All right, well, it's the Breakfast Club. It's Ryan Holiday. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Back to the work week. Good morning. And let's get to Jess with the Mess.
News is real, whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies,
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mack.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's a coach of shit.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
Okay, so Gervonta Tank Davis wins, as we know. He may have had a few things to celebrate this weekend. On Saturday, he retained his WBA lightweight title after an 8th round knockout against Frank Martin, who's also, I would say, he's a good fighter, but he was just outboxed by Tank. You know what I'm saying? His undefeated score is now 30-0 with 28 knockouts. Then on Sunday, his on and off again girlfriend, Vanessa Poso, announced that she is pregnant with their second child.
Congrats to them twice.
Yeah,
Great weekend for Tank.
Yeah. She doesn't explicitly say Gervonta is the father, but she shared a picture of their first child together next to her pregnant belly with the caption, Baby G 2.0. Gervonta hasn't publicly said anything regarding the pregnancy. The pregnancy doesn't seem to be something his fans are celebrating, though. Fans are criticizing the pregnancy because of Tank and Vanessa's toxic past. Vanessa accused Tank of abusing her in the past. She also called the police on him after one of their arguments, and she shared a statement apologizing for calling the police on him back when it happened, and basically retracted her statement like, no, he never did any harm. I was just upset. We've been in a toxic place for a minute, whatever. So one fan brought the situation up and said, I thought once you call the police on a black man in America with a false story, the relationship is over. But congrats. No matter who the father is, though, Vanessa seems happy and unbothered because she said in a post, lastly, the little family that you created is the best team you could ever have. So, congratulations or not. But either way.
What?
Congratulations or not.
Oh, I ain't talking. I'm like, wondering why is this boy coming in here and talking about come here? What are you saying to me?
The OVO.
What, Eli? Jesus Christ, what is going on?
He said, come in.
Yeah, you saw that?
Come here, let me whisper.
I'm sorry, we on live radio. Sorry to interrupt Jess with the mess. He just walked in and started going, come here.
Hey, yo.
That's what it looked like he was saying. I'm like, what you mean, come here?
Why didn't you just go over there?
I don't know what the hell he calling me out for.
Yo, Caitlyn Jenner celebrates Father's Day. Speaking of
she cannot do that. No.
Yes, he can.
No.
For real.
You pick a side, stay there.
No. I'm
confused.
We can't tell them people what to do like that.
I can tell Caitlyn what to do.
I thought she identifies as a woman.
You can't have it both ways now.
But listen, why not? Caitlyn Jenner celebrates Father's Day. Speaking of dads on Sunday, Caitlyn Jenner celebrated Father's Day. And look, she posted, I love these throwbacks in honor of Father's Day. And it's a picture of Bruce and Caitlyn. How they gonna do that? But no, Bruce and Kylie and what's up?
Boy, they can't recognize none of that family in throwback pictures.
Kylie and
No, they can't.
Oh, we know what Kylie used to look like. And what's the other girl and Kendall? Yeah, Kylie and Kendall when they was both younger.
So do they?
And then he posted another picture of them when he's Caitlyn, and it's an updated picture of all of them. But he said the best thing he could have done was be a father.
So he get a father's and she get a father's and Mother's Day.
So they celebrate Mother's Day too.
Youngest. It don't say that. He just concentrated on him being the best father ever in the world, and he will forever be the best father.
So what do you do on Mother's Day with her?
They have a mother named Chris.
But they got a mother named
Caitlyn.
It's not their mother. That's their aunt. For real, they don't know.
That's their godmother father.
Yeah,
y'all ain't gonna confuse me on this Monday.
So let that man be a father on Father's Day.
What? Never mind. I don't even know.
Exactly. So just stop. Flame Monroe say that too. What? Flame Monroe be like, I am my father. I am my father. I am a father. My kids call me dad because daddy pay the bills. Flame always say that.
Flame texted me Happy Father's Day yesterday. Let me see what I said.
Did you reply and
say
Happy Father's Day to you
say
too?
It back. I said it to her and she said thank you.
Oh, no, yeah, I just said thank you.
Oh, but you said Happy Father's Day to me.
Back now.
And I'm very much a woman. Don't ever play with me like exactly. You tried it. You see, you be scared of trans.
No, you know why though? I didn't know what to reply back. He said Happy Father's Day, and I was like, I know Flame got kids, so what do I say?
Yo, she knows she's a father. She's one of the woke ones. You have to say Happy Father's Day back, and she'll be like, thank you, like she did to me.
Happy Father's Day, Flame.
Absolutely, yes. Her kids still call her daddy. That's what she said.
Right now. You're right. Mm-hmm. Happy Father's Day to you too.
Speaking of
this guy's crazy.
More fathers, Marlon Wayans claps back
at
the trolls' criticism of Pride Celebration Month. So we know that he has a son who recently transitioned, and he made an Instagram post to celebrate the Pride Month, for the LGBT community. And the post showed him shirtless with a rainbow flag over his shoulders with the caption, "Happy Pride to all my LGBTQ plus peoples. P.S. I'm straight. Well, according to my child, I'm a cisgendered male. I just love and support my peoples." So Marlon started saying all of the negative comments, right? And he had time. He decided to make a few more posts supporting the community and then started clapping back in the comments. Somebody had said to him, "You failed as a father is what I'm hearing."
Damn.
So he said, "I should have my niece F you with a strap on."
Damn.
It's crazy. That's a crime, but that's crazy. And then
I should have my niece F you with a scrap on.
Yeah, sure. And she popped up in them comments too, but a little later. But
you threatening him with a good time.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though, like he's a comedian.
Okay.
Like you can't You can't get mad when he come back and say something. You can't tell him he failed as a father and then don't expect no type of nothing. That's what I'm saying. Like, shut up, mind your business, keep it moving, keep scrolling.
Yeah, don't insult my fathering skills.
Yeah, he also said, you mad? I can do this ish all day, but instead I think I'll do it all month. Happy Pride. Love and laughter will always drown hate. And then promoted his newest special, Good Grief on Prime Video. He also said, I'm not regular. Don't come for me. Just quietly unfollow and F off. I will make you question your life and its pitiful existence. On my platform, I support what the F I choose. D-heads like this try to bully me, and I'm not that guy. And again, Happy Pride, D-heads. And his niece, she's so funny, Shantae. She said, this is dope. Thank you for always supporting and letting me wear your clothes.
Okay.
You know. So yeah, it's been a nice little gay weekend out there in the industry and in the regular world. So that's Jess with the Mess.
All right.
Second hour.
Okay. Charlamagne, who you giving that donkey to?
Man, we need a brother named Joseph Stewart to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with him, please.
All right, we'll get to that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You're checking out the Breakfast Club.
Let Audible take you places beyond the everyday. Explore the people and topics you love with audiobooks, podcasts, and originals all in one app. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com/breakfast club.
Your execution on the donkey of the day is something to behold. Is it a read?
He gave me donkey of the day and I deserve it.
People need to know.
Well, you need to tell them.
I am.
You have the voice. Tell them. Tell them.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
It's a read, but you're so good at it.
You're trying to be a fake ass Charlamagne. There's only one Charlamagne to go.
Damn, Charlamagne, who you giving donkey of the day to now?
Well, Sexy Red, I should have warned y'all too. This one is dark, sadly. Donkey of the day from Monday, June 17th goes to a man named Joseph Stewart. He is a suspect in the killing of Delia Dinwiddie, 56 years old, sending healing energy to her family. She was the victim of a hit and run because Joseph allegedly struck her with a vehicle and kept it moving. He didn't stop to help. He didn't call 911. In fact, he kept doing his job. What was his job? Let's go to Fox 2 Detroit for the report, please.
He could at least stop, turned around and looked. He just kept going.
Delia Dinwiddie's widow has not slept much since his wife was hit and killed, run over last week by a delivery driver a block from where she lives, the same block they met on 44 years ago.
We believe that he knew that he had hit someone and he continued his course of travel to finish his delivery.
Detroit Police Commander Rebecca McKay says the suspect, Joseph Stewart, didn't call 911 either. It was paramedics who happened to be in the area spotted her off Linwood near Davison Street. Delia did not make it. She always had a fear of this intersection because at 11 years old, she witnessed the trauma of a lifetime.
My grandma watched her mama die at the end of that corner the same exact way.
We're told Delia's husband just clings to her purse day and night. He can't believe this is real life.
I hope he run hell for doing what he did to my wife.
Damn. Rest in peace, Delia Dinwiddie. I'm not here to judge Joseph. I'm just here to ask questions. I understand you take pride in your job. You're probably the best pizza delivery man in all of Detroit. You want to make sure those pies get to people hot, fresh, and in a timely manner. But, sir, if you hit a human with a vehicle and don't stop because you have to make sure someone gets their red sauce and mozzarella pizza, like, are you serious? I understand being scared, but lying to yourself about it not being a problem doesn't make said problem go away, especially when, you just hit somebody and just left them laying in the street. I just want to know what part of the human brain says delivering this pizza is more important than acknowledging I just potentially might have hurt someone. Okay, potentially might have killed someone. You chose pizza over a person, pepperonis over principles, cheese over your own conscience. Now, what makes the story even more tragic is you just heard it. This woman was killed, or two things. She was killed on the same block she met her husband at 44 years ago. So think about how long they've been together. And according to Fox 2 Detroit, you just heard Delia was killed at the exact same intersection her own mother was killed at, also by a vehicle decades earlier. Can you imagine? You're already dealing with this generational trauma of losing your mother in that way, and then you lose the daughter the exact same way decades later. The woman had a fear of the Linwood and Davison intersection because of what she saw at 11 years old, watching her mother get killed by a car there. Her granddaughter spoke about it, and she said she always said she didn't want to die over here, and she did not want to die like that, and she did both. That is scary, and also makes me really think about how your thoughts truly can become things. But that woman couldn't shake the trauma she saw, not without professional help, and even with professional help, watching your mom die like that, of course, you're going to think about that for the rest of your life. And you damn right, you're going to hope and pray that you don't go out the same way. Joseph, I just need to know, what was you thinking? Now, if Joseph is convicted, he could spend up to 15 years in prison. Think about that. Joseph went from delivering a hot and ready 9-inch meat lover pizza to customers to now possibly becoming a meat lover getting delivered 9 inches hot, ready or not. All because he lacked compassion. Okay, and love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Without them, humanity cannot survive. And the lack of humanity in this story proves that quote to be true. Please give Joseph Stewart the biggest hee-haw.
Wow.
So damn sad.
That is sad.
Beyond sad. Beyond sad.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today.
Yes, indeed.
All right, now when we come back, let's clear our minds a little bit. Rest in
peace to that family too, man. Rest in peace to the Dinwiddie family.
Condolences, of course. All right, let's clear our minds. All right, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. Now earlier during the rumors, we reported that what Cardi had said about this new generation.
Well, I just read an article saying that the House just passed a bill that they're going to automatically register men from 18 to 26 for war. And all I want to say is to America, good luck with that. These new little are TikTokers, baby. These motherfuckers ain't going to fight no war. We're going to die. You're going to die. You might as well just keep investing money in your guns, because these new kids, you want to send these new kids to fight these wars? The TikTok hip shakers? Out of your mind. This is a new America, baby. This ain't the 19 motherfuckers. Nah, like seriously, you're gonna draft these kids that be TikToking all day to fight them, what? Most likely what, them Russians? Them motherfuckers that be fighting bears and shit, and motherfuckers climbing mountains to go to school and whatever? I got some news for you, motherfuckers.
So let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. Do you agree with Cardi B that this generation is a little too
absolutely right,
too soft for war?
We are screwed.
That is the question. 800.
Now if it's cyber war, we gonna mess. Well, I don't even think we can touch these people in cyber war. You can't rock with China when it comes to cyber war.
No, let's discuss. 800-585-1051. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Daddy calling my phone.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're talking about something that Cardi B said earlier. We played it in the rumors. Let's get back to it. It's talking about this new generation.
I just read an article saying that the House just passed a bill that they're going to automatically register men from 18 to 26 for war. And all I want to say is to America, good luck with that. These new little are TikTokers, baby. These motherfuckers ain't going to fight no war. We're going to die. You're going to die. You might as well just keep investing money in your guns, because these new kids, you want to send these new kids to fight these wars? The TikTok hip shakers? Out of your mind. This is a new America, baby. This ain't the 19 motherfuckers. Nah, like seriously, you're gonna draft these kids that be TikToking all day to fight them, what? Most likely what, them Russians? Them motherfuckers that be fighting bears and shit, and motherfuckers climbing mountains to go to school and whatever?
So the question is 800-585-1051. Is this generation too soft for war? That's pretty much the question.
She's absolutely right. I don't even know why America would even be considering something like this. This is not the generation to send out on the front lines to fight for not a goddamn thing. Okay? All right? This is like Cardi said, this is a generation that's TikToked out, they Instagrammed out, they like to be on social media, they like their filters, they don't even like the elements because they barely go outside. Right. What the hell are they going to do? Can you imagine taking selfies at war? Damn, you know what I'm saying? They're going live from the battleground.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Cardi's absolutely right. Find something else. Y'all better off just sending drones. Create super robots to go in there and handle y'all business.
I was thinking about, like, even, like, the celebrities. Like, I would just imagine that some people who would be on the front lines.
That little Uzi?
Yeah.
Uzi might be past the age. How old Uzi is?
I don't know.
He, like, I don't know.
Let me see. No,
They said
Uzi
18
too
to
old.
26.
Oh,
How old is
Uzi
he?
too old. Uzi
28.
too old.
Oh,
He too old.
got him about 2 years.
It's right. And I guess that's another thing. All you youngsters that love to be like, I'm young, you old. I bet you wish you'd be old when they bring that draft back. Okay?
Yeah, this generation, I don't think it's right. You know what the crazy part about it is? Salute to all the students that used to do ROTC, right? That's the reserves. I used to see them a lot all over the place.
Time,
I
right?
don't see them anymore.
Nope.
Is it
They
just
used
me?
to be so proud of their uniform and all that. No, I don't
really see them like that anymore.
Yeah.
I rock with RC heavy. Salute to the ROTC, the Berkeley High School ROTC. Does a lot for me, in my hometown because, whenever I do my book bag giveaways or I do my turkey giveaways, when I do them, I do it every year, they volunteer for me.
Yeah, salute to
I
the
actually
ROTC.
just made salute to the ROTC.
Yeah.
I was about to say I just made a donation to them to help them go on trips and stuff like that, which I did, but I didn't want to say that, but I did.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I don't see them as much as I used to.
do is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't, especially around here. I don't really see the students.
Yeah, I don't see it as much as I used to either.
Yeah, but they're not ready for it. Let's go to the phone lines. We got, hello, who's this?
Hey, it's Charlotte from Atlanta. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. You think this generation is too soft for war?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me tell you something. They are not able to fight a cyber war or a hand combat war. These kids, feel like they quit a job because they need some me time.
That's
they
right.
need some family time. So no, they ain't able to fight war. And what they're going to find is what they fighting on the internet is nothing like being in combat with some Russians. And the Trump administration, you watch who is talking about bringing back stop and frisk. That's who they're going to see when they find something on our brothers and sisters. So, yeah, they're ready.
All right, thank you, mama.
What stop and frisk had to do with it now?
I don't know.
Oh.
Hello, who's this?
Hello, this is Juice. Juice from Richmond.
How old are you, Juice?
He's not ready for war.
I'm 26.
You ready for war?
you right there. You right on. You still eligible. 18 to 26.
Hell no, what is my little gay ass do at war?
What you mean? You gonna go out there with your little pink gun and you gonna handle business?
Yes.
Pow, pow, pow.
Hell no, they not finna give me no pink gun. They finna give me the black. Like you a man today? Hell no. How do you know that's why?
You wanna hold something big, black, and long, don't you?
Hell yeah, but I'm a gun, baby.
Okay. And when you turn 27?
February. Hopefully I be 27.
Oh man, you still got time.
Yeah.
We do not speak that negativity, Charlamagne. We gonna speak positivity. They're not finna draft me.
You said what?
I'm finna turn 27 before they drafting us. They're not finna draft me.
You don't want to be around all them handsome men in uniform,
right on the front line.
Hey, no, not if I gotta fight with them. You're supposed to fight for me.
No,
out there on the
fight for me.
He can be a distraction.
Who's gonna be a distraction? No.
Out there on the front line, holding them big, long, black things in their hands, and off everywhere. You don't want that. You don't want that, Ricky.
Look.
He thinking. He's thinking.
Thinking that hard, baby. Man, I ain't thinking that hard at all. No, do not send me to nobody's war. I'm hiding.
Well,
I'm going to retreat.
It's easy. If you don't go, they could put you in jail.
Well, you got a few more months. You only got to hide out for a few more months.
Not hide out.
Well, look, I mean, it's either I could be in there with the military man or I could be in there with the jet man. But either way, I ain't fighting no war.
All right.
I feel you.
Thank you.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Oh, you got hide out. Why you gonna put him back in the closet?
The moral of the story is, and we're not done with the topic, but
there's no moral yet.
This generation is not the generation. America, y'all have not raised no goddamn people ready to fight no war.
We got more calls to take.
I'm just telling you.
We can't come up with a moral yet.
I know America. I live here. All right, I got eyes and ears.
We all live here. 800-585-1051. Cardi B said this generation is too soft to go to war. What's your opinion? Let's discuss. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Tell made it. If y'all talking about it, you know we talking about it. It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. If you're just joining us, we're talking about Cardi B. She said this earlier. We played it on the rumors. Let's listen about this generation being too soft.
I just read an article saying that the House just passed a bill that they're going to automatically register men from 18 to 26 for war. And all I want to say is to America, good luck with that. These new little are TikTokers, baby. These motherfuckers ain't gonna fight no war. We're gonna die. You're gonna die. You might as well just keep investing money in your guns. Because these new kids, you want to send these new kids to fight these wars? The TikTok hip shakers? Out of your mind. This is a new America, baby. This ain't the 19 mother. Nah, like seriously, you gonna draft these kids that be TikToking all day to fight them, what? Most likely what, them Russians? Them motherfuckers that be fighting bears and and climbing mountains to go to school and whatever?
She absolutely right. And you said something about the ROTC earlier, man. I just want to salute my man Ricky Bellamy and the Air Force Junior ROTC at Berkeley High School in Moss Corner, South Carolina, man. They always hold me down when I do my backpack giveaways and my turkey giveaways every year at the school. So salute to them.
So we're
they're not ready for war news.
800-585-1051.
Right. I'm just letting them know they're not ready for it.
We have Pamela on the line. Pamela, good morning.
Good morning.
Is this new generation ready for war?
Hell no. My 10-year-old doesn't even know how to shower by himself properly. My 2-year-old is better equipped to go to war than him.
What you mean he don't know how to shower by? Whoa. If he don't know how to shower right, that's the parents' fault. Now y'all stink.
Yeah. Y'all stink.
Listen, you send him to shower, he don't wash back behind his ears and his neck.
His
neck. His neck.
His
neck.
neck.
Jesus Christ. I heard neck, Pamela.
Well, you got to get on his ass. You got to teach him how to wash properly.
Listen, if they planning on doing this in the next decade, we're doomed.
It's
we're
over.
Doomed. We're dying. We're all dying.
I agree with you.
Thank you, Pamela. Hello, who's this?
Good morning. Good morning. This is Yanni.
Hey, Yanni.
Yanni, I want to say good morning to my queen and my kings and happy belated Father's Day.
Thank you, Mama.
So the Cardi thing totally will help because I am a mother of these little TikToker Temu children. And the game players, they would not be ready for anything. It would just be total slaughter. And I figure even the little wannabe thugs in these videos wouldn't be up to being doing something like that because it's just for the videos. If they want people to get out and kill somebody, let some of these dudes out the joint.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mama.
With that.
I've always thought about that, too. I've always thought about, like, if you wanted to send soldiers, like these dudes that are doing, like, these life sentences for these violent crimes.
You let them out after war.
You round them up, you put them on a plane, you know, give them all the weapons they need, drop them off, and have at it.
Yeah. And then when they get home, you let them out, right? If they free.
They ain't going to make it back home, probably. More than likely.
What the hell
what
kind
I'm saying
of situation is that?
So it's like a death sentence.
Yeah.
What if you already got a death sentence? If you already got 100 years, are you on death row? Like, you already gonna die anyway?
They just gonna throw them out there and get shot by machine gun.
At least that you know how they say you pay your debt to society? Wouldn't that be the ultimate paying your debt to society, other than just sitting there, you know, it's for 100 years of taxpayers' money?
You think somebody gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna leave this jail where I get 3 meals a day to go fight in the war where I'm gonna get my head blown off? You don't have a choice. And there is no way back?
You act like they have a choice. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Y'all ain't listening then.
America's not sending no people in jail.
They should.
Every time somebody don't agree with me, y'all ain't listening.
We heard you.
Sorry, we heard you.
You're not listening. You say, what am I talking about? So clearly you're not listening.
Don't make sense.
How that don't make sense? The person's already doing a life sentence. They're already on death row. You take them and you say, hey, you go fight this war. How that don't make sense?
Prisoners have rights, sir. They're not just going to go send them to war for a death sentence to get their head blown.
They already got a death sentence.
But they get 3 meals a day and they have appeals.
Yes, but you said they have a choice in that matter. They don't have a choice if America sends them over there. They already state property. They already property of the government.
America's not sending them over there.
I know that. Never mind.
He's not listening. He's not listening. Monique.
Hi.
Good morning.
Hey, girl. How you
Good
feeling?
morning. What's up?
We're talking about is America too soft for war?
First of all, they delegate all their resources outside of America. And second, what Cardi is talking about is the selective service, not a requirement for people to enlist into war.
Okay.
Which is something my father had to fill out when he was 18. But because the world has turned into a digital world, nobody's saying anything anymore.
Nobody's saying anything?
Like, nobody's, like, coming after people for not doing it. Because back when it happened, that's the people, like, people had to do it. It's a lot of paper, you know. Men had to, when they became 18, they had to fill out a form that says, okay, I'm 18 now. And as far as this new defense bill, I mean, I agree with Cardi. It's just, nobody is just gonna fight a war for America.
It don't matter if they wanted to or not. They not equipped, is what Cardi was saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
It's a hypothetical scenario. All Cardi is simply saying is they wouldn't be equipped if that came to be.
I know a lot of people do require their young men to go to war or to go to learn some type of military activity.
Training,
I do know,
yeah.
some countries do that. Our country does it, and it's very scary because it seems like we might possibly be getting into a lot of wars in the next couple of years. But I don't know if we are equipped. I don't know if our students are equipped. I don't know if our kids are equipped. I don't think so.
Listen, you say you don't know?
Well, let me rephrase that. I know that we're not equipped.
I know we not.
No, no, we're not. Which is scary.
I know we not.
But even going back to what you said about the people in jail, so I mean in prison or whatever, they would have to go through some type of training too, right?
No,
he's saying just drop them off,
scrap some bombs on them,
like no training,
scrap some bombs on them. The same way. Listen, when they do jihad, what do? They scrap bombs on little kids, whatever. Scrap some bombs on them. You already got a life sentence, buddy. You already got on death row. Scrap some bombs on them, drop them off. Go at it.
That could backfire. They start killing each other. Or I don't know.
Oh my goodness! All right. Is there a moral to the story?
Yeah, what's the moral?
The moral of the story is y'all people ain't ready. That's the moral of the story. Cardi B is absolutely right. Hypothetical or not, you're just not ready. You're just not.
The only thing I can think of is I just remember this video. Remember the video of the protesters and the police were out there and they just started dancing in front of the police?
Oh,
yeah.
That's what I picture in my head.
Yeah.
That's war and they just start dancing. And,
hip shakers doing the latest joints.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's people that think that America's military that's already here now isn't ready for war.
Really?
So imagine if you just go grab some kids off the street and say, okay, now it's your time to shine.
All right. Well, we got Jess with the Mess coming up. What we talking about?
Scarlett apologizes to her fans. They bullied her into apologizing for twerking a little bit.
Wow. Okay. I spoke to her yesterday, by the way, too. All right. We'll get into that next. It's the Breakfast
She
Club.
bark at you?
No. She wished me Happy Father's Day.
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
She did. Yeah, she did.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Happy birthday to Kendrick. Today's Kendrick's birthday, too.
Dropping the clues bombs with Kendrick Lamar. I was in LA all weekend. When I tell you all you hear is Not Like Us everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
Everywhere. They play Not Like Us on the radio in LA the way we play Snooze here on Power 105.1.
Crazy.
Every hour on the hour then.
Every
Crazy.
2 seconds.
Man.
That concert going to be crazy on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, Wednesday we off, right? Everybody's off, right?
Yes, come on.
Juneteenth.
I got 6 minutes. Come on. Yes, we off.
Let's get to Jess with the Mess.
The news is real, whether it's Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lines. They not like Jessica's my intro already 5 minutes.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mess.
They can't hear you, Jess.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shift.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
Worldwide news.
Time to set it off.
Because I got some worldwide news. Y'all talking about LA and all that. Listen, for real. Vietnam veteran comes out in his obituary.
Oh, I seen this.
Put your phone down, Charlamagne. This is serious. An Army veteran and firefighter says that he will forever rest in peace after revealing a lifelong secret in his obituary. At the bottom of his funeral details, there was a message written by Colonel Edward Thomas Ryan. All them first names. It's crazy. He said, I must tell you one more thing. I was gay all my life. Through grade school, through high school, through college, through life. I've always been gay. He also revealed that he was in a long-term relationship, a loving and caring one, with another man named Paul Cavagnero or Cavagnero for 25 years. The relationship ended when Paul died in 1994 from a medical procedure gone wrong. He said he looked forward to being reunited with Paul in death and wanted to be buried next to him. Colonel Ryan added, I'm sorry for not having the courage to come out as gay. I was afraid of being ostracized by my friends, family, and co-workers, seeing how people like me were created. I just couldn't do it. Now that my secret is known, I'll forever rest in peace. He was 85 and gay when he died.
Thank you for your service, sir. We appreciate your
Absolutely.
sacrifices for this country. Why didn't you make him your gay of the day?
Why are you minding my business? Because that's what I was going to do.
Oh, okay.
It's like, no, I wasn't.
I know, exactly. Now you,
No, for real.
you see what I'm saying?
I'm only honoring gays in America.
Perfect gay of the day.
Yeah, but he gone now. You know, I have to honor somebody while they still here. I mean, I'm gonna do some dead gays, but not him.
Well, rest in peace to that brother.
Rest in peace. I
hope
thought
he
that
gets
was nice.
buried on his stomach next to his boyfriend like you wanted.
Her. He did not say that. Yo. Oh my God. Yo, anyway. Scarlett asked fans for forgiveness. So she recently did a promo video to promote her new song. It's called She's Hot. And then the promo video, she has on booty shorts and a bralette, and she started twerking. Her fans showed their disappointment because they seem to feel like she's following the other rap girls and she doesn't need to twerk to sell records. Scarlett saw the criticism and she decided to address it.
Hey guys, so there's a few things I would like to address with my supporters. I know a few days ago y'all saw me shaking my booty on the internet. I want to say I apologize to all y'all and anybody I offended. I did not mean to. Now, I know everybody's like, no, we don't want you doing that, da-da-da. I understand that, right? Like, I'm not just out here just wilding. Like, no one's forcing me to do anything. Don't put me in a box. I'm always going to give y'all that street. But I want to, like, tap into what's in me. It's something in me that just wants to come out.
What kind of world are we in when a woman is apologizing for twerking on the internet?
I have no idea. I mean, if you watch the video, she actually starts off the video with like her hood swag, and then like they just took a little piece of the video, like they do any other, you know, anything that they make controversial, and they put that on the blogs and they ran with that. This is a sample of the song, which I think is cool.
I want to go to jail. What she said? I want to shoot up a man while he walking and go to jail for murder and beat the charges.
Absolutely.
That's what she should be apologizing for.
The next line was suffocate him. Yeah, but
suffocate. Yeah, no.
Nobody thought she was sorry. That's what it was.
Yeah,
Man, start the draft. Okay, start the damn draft.
Gonna be right
start
there.
The draft.
Oh yeah.
Okay, she's 23.
Right. Yo.
Shout out to Scarlett.
Shout out to Scarlett. Alicia Keys and Jay-Z reached 1 billion streams on Spotify. Drop a clues bomb. That's what's up. That's what's up. And then as Alicia Keys celebrated, she hinted at possible music between her and Jay-Z, like new music coming up. She tweeted, "One dream, one song, 1 billion streams. Thank you, we love you. What's next?" And that caption came along with the video of Alicia Keys walking up to Jay-Z and posing. It's a black and white video. If y'all haven't seen it, of course, social media took it upon themselves to fix the video by adding Lil Mama to the moment. Damn. I thought it was hilarious.
I chuckled.
Yep, and just in time to celebrate the 1 billion streams, Alicia Keys and Jay-Z performed Empire State of Mind last night at the 2024 Tony Awards.
We at the Tony Awards tonight. Had to do something crazy. It's my hometown.
Yeah, I'm out there Brooklyn. Now down at Trop.
So the crazy thing about this is Alicia Keys, like, I feel like she played a little bit because the Tony Awards was in New York, right? Okay. She started off the song in the venue or whatever, but she wasn't there on the stage. It's just a bunch of people dancing on the stage. But Jay-Z is somewhere else. Like, you know, she starts off the song in the venue, she walking or whatever, and then when it gets to his, you know, his verse, he's like somewhere else, and then she ends up walking in on his shot and just dancing and performing the rest of the song. But they actually weren't seen on stage.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. They probably didn't want to because they went, look, no.
Yeah, she was playing piano on stage. She walked off.
Oh, okay, and then went in the other building where
Jay was at. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know why Jay-Z didn't come. Like,
it was pre-shot, and she walked into the. They shot it beforehand.
That's a good question.
They probably shot it beforehand.
Yeah, I got
you. Her walking off is quote unquote walking into where he was performing.
Maybe it was like, Lord Mama is gonna be here, so we not really gonna be on the stage.
The last time I was on stage with you, Lee, Lord Mama came out of nowhere. I don't want to take no chances. I need to be in a protected area. I'll tell you one thing, they both look very fresh. Alicia and Jay. They had on, what was that, Gucci, Louis? I forgot.
I think she had a Gucci outfit on. He had a Louis jacket.
Looked very, very fresh. Looked like a young man yesterday.
And she is forever aging backwards. Like, she looks so good. So
they both timeless.
That's right.
Yeah, they both timeless.
Yep, so that's just the mess for today.
Thank you, Jess.
No problem.
All right, let's jump right into the mix. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake up. You're locked into the Breakfast Club.
Families are struggling to pay for the basics. Gas in the car, groceries, even electricity. Homeowners American Financing can help. Customers are saving an average of $854. So 888-976-5555, AmericanFinancing.net/breakfast. NMLS 182334. NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. I just want to salute to everybody I seen out in Vegas for the Fallback in Love Comedy Jam. Of course, Hardeen, and then everybody I seen in North Carolina. I was in Vegas and North Carolina over the weekend. So salute to everybody I ran into in High Point, North Carolina, and of course Stats out in Charlotte. Appreciate you guys.
Salute to my guy Chewy out there at Stats in Charlotte, and salute to everybody I saw in LA over the weekend. Man, I was running around LA. I did Bill Maher on Friday. I did KTLA News on Friday, and I had my book signing at Barnes and Noble at the Grove. Man, it was a sold out event. LA always shows me big love, and I appreciate it. I'm wearing this T-shirt right now that says "Run Us Our Reparations." It is from a sister who bought me this T-shirt. She has a clothing company called the Black Print Official. So salute to her, man. I really like the T-shirt. She had it on. I was like, yo, that's dope, and she already had one for me. So thank you very much, Queen. Go support her when her line drops, I think on Wednesday, actually. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so salute to her.
Now you got to represent a gay day?
Absolutely. And the gay that I'm celebrating today is Gerard Carmichael.
Oh!
Yes.
There you go. That's a gay.
Period.
You do it when we come back?
Yes.
All right, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. It's time to rep a gay day.
Yes. So we are honoring Gerard Carmichael. Now, his first name, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know it was Rothaniel. Yes, that was the name of his special, but I just didn't know that was his first name. I've never heard of that. So he is a comedian, an actor, writer, and filmmaker. In 2022, he came out as gay in the comedy special Rothaniel. Now that I know that's his first name, hey Ro, and discussed his relationships with both men and women in his work. Recently, a clip from his latest HBO series, Gerard Carmichael reality show, went viral for confessing his feelings to his best friend, Tyler, the Creator. But unfortunately, he didn't get the best response. And if you don't remember, here's the clip.
It's because I told you I had feelings for you, and we didn't talk about it ever. That was like weird. I feel like you left me hanging out there a little bit.
Like when you said that, I think I replied with like something super mad, normal, regular. Like
you laughed and called me a stupid bitch.
I did.
Well, you win some and you lose some, but you're here to be gay another day, and we love you, Gerard.
Okay.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Yes.
All right, now let's get up out of here. Charlamagne, you got a positive note?
I do have a positive note. I want to tell everybody first, man, make sure to go pick up my new book, Get Honest or Die Lying, Why Small Talk Sucks. Available everywhere you buy books now. And the positive note is simply this. You glow differently when your confidence is fueled by belief in yourself instead of validation from others. Have a blessed day.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?